Hi, I'm Sam, leader of inVertigo. My roles in the team will be to manage and develop the level designs alongside Dave, as well as developing the game audio. I am also in charge of the team management and to ensure that the team stays on schedule throughout the project development. The game we have come up with, Inertia, is a 3D puzzle platformer. Our key unique selling point for this is the manipulation and use of gravity, which we will discuss in detail later. The game audio will be comprised of several audio tracks that will change with each level. Objects within the game will also have unique audio effects that, when combined with these backing tracks, will help to enhance gameplay. Further audio will be fed back to the player via a personal radio.
Hi, my name is Dave Ball, and my roles in the team are environment artist and assistant level designer. The setting for our game is a futuristic, recently abandoned starship. The starship will be moderate in scale, providing many different environments and styles for the player to experience. The player will encounter two distinctive settings whilst travelling around the ship. There will be large container rooms with enough space for the player to take advantage of the gravity manipulation. Contrasting this, areas such as medbays, canteens and corridors will offer a different challenge, tasking players to alter their navigational style throughout the game. The style of our game is a cross between a well-maintained, clean ship and a grungy industrial environment. The aim of this is to make the ship look abandoned, but only by a few weeks. Colour will play an important role in the design of the levels, assisting the player in the objective via visual prompts. Players will be able to decipher their exact location in the room by finding the panels with a specific light colour.
My name is Lewis Farrell, and my role in the team is the character concept art and UI art. Our character is a female space scavenger who happened upon a recently abandoned vessel. Her aim is to delve deep into the ship to scavenge the most valuable pieces of scrap. As a scavenger, the player must fight gravity and navigate through the ship's dangerous sections to bring her safely to the jackpot of salvage. Although the player will rarely see the character, she is designed to look quite rugged, but with a less robust, more flexible suit, similar to that of Mass Effect. The design of her suit also incorporates the feedback mechanics and UI of the game, the hood being projected into a mask in an Iron Man-esque way, while her gloves are her main input to the gravity changes. As you can see here, the top bar will be showing gravity danger, while the right bar will be showing the health.
Hello, my name is Michael, and my role in the team will be programming the game mechanics and the user interface. The primary mechanic in the game will be the controlled manipulation of gravity. As a 3D game, this will give the player a large degree of movement. To combat any potential disorientation or confusion, we will also use a point of interest camera so that the player can see what the objective is or where they need to go. Well thought out level designs will allow for intuitive gameplay and navigation of the environment. Throughout the game, the player will face many challenges and obstacles. For example, a tunnel could be obstructed by debris, and the player will need to manipulate gravity to clear the blockade. There will be puzzles the player will need to solve in order to progress through the game. There will also be environmental hazards, such as electric floors, which could be avoided by walking on the walls or even the ceiling. Earlier levels will be less complex, and over time will introduce new mechanics at a reasonable pace so as not to overwhelm the player.
Hi, my name is Paul Watkinson. My role will be one of the two programmers in the team. I will be programming the player controller, which will control the player's movement and physics. I will also be programming the game mechanics in conjunction with Michael. Our main gameplay mechanic is the manipulation of gravity. Because of this, we will have to think very carefully about the control of the player, due to the freedom of movement that the player will need. We will need to reach a balance between freedom of movement and ease of use. If the player can move very freely, this can make movement complex and disorientating. But if the player cannot move freely enough, it will make the level design very difficult and limited. The player will need to rotate in all four cardinal directions. This means we'll have to think very carefully in how we rotate the player. We don't want to lock them in an odd orientation and have them confused about what way they will next rotate. This is why we will be extremely careful in how we program the player controller.
The project plan is split into three primary sections, with multiple subsections to help guide development. The project plan will be further developed before the competition stage. On behalf of inVertigo, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.